was like the weirdest thing because we all woke up and it was super smoky. We were all like in transition and like getting set up, and we actually walked over to the swim start, and like the announcers are on the mic all morning. We knew that it was like, if it didn't clear up, it was gonna be like a little sketchy. We had walked over to the swim start, which was like a 15-minute walk, and they kept just saying, you know, like, don't take your time, get over there, you know, get ready. And then at like 6:45, they finally announced, they're like, yeah, the race is canceled. It was like 3,000 athletes just like, you know, just devastated. Yeah, because like you travel all that way, and then you do all the prep, take time off work. You could see them, they're just like, they just wanted to cry. Like they were so upset. This is like so many other athletes. This was their race. Like other people who had built their summer, like, okay, this race, and then, you know, I got lots of family stuff this summer or whatever, and it was bad. Like no one argued the fact that like they didn't make the right decision. Right? Like you go for like the result, like you've done all the work, you've done all the training, but like without that chance to celebrate and like do the race, get the results, you don't have anything to like show for it, which is like somewhat ego driven, but also like, yeah, part of the process. I was taking every weekend leading up to the race and just doing Ironman training, right, instead of being in the gym and like lifting and doing what I need to do. When the cancellation happened, and it, like, you know, like one side of me was like, whoa, this is like a blessing for me because I now can just like shift right into it, which it would have taken me like at least a week to like properly recover from it. So I would have had to take like, because the big thing is I wanted to be able to show like, is fitness? And like, I wanted to show myself, like, is training kind of for both and still being really fit? Can you still do like a triathlon and like half Ironman distance triathlon? So I want to still test that theory of like how much specific Ironman training and how much specific CrossFit training do you have to be doing? Because I wanted to see on race day like what was going to happen. Yeah, I think like I'll give myself 6 weeks to like train, 6 to 8 weeks, and then do one in September or something. So legs will be fresh for the 2-minute VO2s. We started the 30 seconders at like that peak 120%. Now we're down to like 110% of those numbers, so we'll work on that. But based on the previous weeks, you're gonna drop the intensity just a bit over the 2 minutes, okay? Concoction of what I got from the endurance world, which is a carb blend that we usually fill up in our bottles on the bike and run. Today I'm gonna put 50 grams in for like an hour training session. If it's like an hour and a half or 2 hours, I'll put 75 or 100 grams in. And then in the other bottle, I got a bunch of sodium in there, electrolytes and amino acids to stay hydrated and stay fueled up for a big training session. So I'm going to start with some mobility, get the upper back and shoulders warmed up, because we have ring muscle ups, strict handstand push-ups, double unders, rowing, and then a bunch of accessory work. It's actually almost all before workout to get ready for the workout. I rarely do any after the workout. And then before bed is just be as lazy as possible with the massage gun, and then puts me to sleep.
Are you a guy that looks at the workouts ahead of time? Like, do you,
yes, very much so.
Do you need your phone to be looking at your workout now, or you're pretty much programmed?
I still will use it to like double check a few things, but I'm pretty planned out. I know what I'm doing well in advance of coming in for the day. Yeah, I don't leave that to chance. I call it master's athlete life. Usually I'll like coach a bunch of classes or one-on-ones, and then I'll do a little bit, get as much as I can done, and then go back to coaching, and then another session. So some days it's like 3 mini sessions. Other days it's like 2 really good sessions. Josh does an amazing job of like, in the off season, huge focus on building the foundation and building the strength, building the aerobic base. Then leading up to the open, it's like crazy amount of touches on all the basic skills of CrossFit. And then once you get to quarters, semis, it's just been so cool to watch the progression of what's focused on. So leading up to quarters, then leading up to semis, just different focuses. And now the games training, which is obviously totally new to me, has tons of higher skilled movements and different stuff. Deficit HSPUs. Didn't think I was gonna do that. Why? Eddie
started with dumbbells. So we started with the worst station. Zone 2 is great, I love it.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
And you didn't get to see Maddie this morning? Life of the coach, huh? Might ask Josh if we can put this on video. Might give away the secrets.
Yeah, true.
I might give away the secrets.
It's more skill development work. So it's some handstand work, some L-sit work, and then some pegboard work. Cool. So we're gonna do every 90 seconds, 4 rounds of each.
How do you like the increase of gymnastic work?
Well, yeah, it's not what I like to do, but it's what I gotta do. Yeah, so much high-end strength work with the Olympic lifts and so much skill work with the gymnastics, but it's exactly what I need.
Confident enough to do it in this?
Yeah, tight quarters. Tight quarters, probably the best one I've ever done. Yeah. Yeah, 360.
Right there. Wow.
Tight quarter, or this guy's getting confident?
Just stupid, actually, but. finish. Oh yeah, get the pump. Like the big part of the CrossFit Games is how good you look when you're competing. You gotta spread the wings at the bottom. Big brekkie after, 2 pieces of toast. One with some eggs on it, the other one with some peanut butter and banana on it. Double breakfast, I love these double breakfast days. BioSteel recovery, this has been a staple in my routine since my hockey days. 1 scoop has a bunch of carbs, little bit of fat, and obviously a bunch of protein. So I do a scoop, let's call it a heaping scoop, 35 grams, maybe 40 grams of carbs.
More carbs.
More carbs, it's all about the carbs, baby. Honestly, with training this much, I'm eating like as much as I possibly can just to keep my weight the same. I do a big scoop of the protein or recovery, and then I've added some creatine now into the mix. I was talking to my naturopath, and she said she can't believe I'm not using creatine and glutamine. So I've added both of those, creatine post-workout, and then glutamine I just have it when I get up in the morning with the little greens recovery shake. So there it is. This will go down in like 30 seconds because it tastes so good.
And you go powder then water.
No, I don't usually do that. That's just weird. Because now it's gonna all stick to the bottom.
Mistake.
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake. But like, I'm not really in it for the texture and the taste. I'm just in it to get it down. And then don't fool yourself. I'm still going home to have a huge breakfast. So
Yeah.
we're gonna chug this back, and then 2 big pieces of toast and some eggs. Maybe a few cucumbers, we'll see. The chocolate is so good.
Adam, what's the workout today?
Oh, I just got it late last night. So here's what we got. Start with some 200s to prime the legs. And then we go into one mile effort. At a little 25 seconds slower than your 1 mile. Then we rest 2 minutes, and we do 3 times 600 meters pretty much at mile pace. And then we do a 2,400 meter kind of like hard but sustainable effort at the end. Solid track workout today to get the day started.
Yeah. How do
Should be a
like
fun
these
one.
feel today?
Tough. We had a big day yesterday of training, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I miss you guys too.
What was training yesterday?
I don't even know where to start. So it was started with 3K of rowing, mixed in with deadlifts and legless rope climbs. There was 18 legless rope climbs, and then back squats and front squats. Then toes to bar, 125 toes to bar total. Sandbag cleans and double unders. Then echo bike, DB bench, and a sled pull. Then parallel handstand holds or practice with parallel shoot throughs. And the final one was 30 bar muscle ups and 30 clean and jerks. So it was like I did everything, every skill, every movement, all in one day of training. It was like a week of work in one day. So
Nice.
that was yesterday.
That's fun. Well, today's gonna be a fun one.
Yep, getting ready to roll. Last week when me and Jack and Emma did a track session, we went out pretty hot on the first rep. So key to success is not doing that. Yeah, the first mile effort needs to be chill, not a killer for the day. So that'll be keeping it in check with this animal. 600s, push it hard. And then recover because we still got like a couple hours of who knows what else today.
And games athlete training.
Hold on for dear life. Make it to game day. $2,400 meters moderate coming up. Boom. Josh sent the workout after I was already in bed, so I only got a chance to look at it this morning.
Oh.
Jack studied it before bed.
I was in bed too.
But yeah, you were lying in bed and
What time did you go to bed?
8:30 last night.
It was like 9:10.
I was hitting refresh like so many
Yeah,
times,
yeah.
and I'm like, come on, load.
All right, ready?
That was the test we did with the members yesterday, the benchmark test, 1.5 miles. I just realized that right at the end. So the big dogs got me. That was 10:08. We were just keeping it chill, right, Jack?
Just a little shakeout.
Back off the speed and hold it for a long time, then
Stay the long.
hit the hard short intervals. So
You've gone from a hockey guy to an endurance guy.
yeah, true. 45-second shifts to hour-long races or 5-hour-long races. Now back to hockey shifts. Like they say, like once these good shoes hit like even like 100 to 200K max,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
then they still work, but they're out of their like pop.
Yeah. I bet these are closing in on like 400.
Yeah, so like
Yeah, no, yeah.
this time of year to break in a new pair would be like
So they're primed
perfect.
in 3
Yeah,
weeks, yeah.
you'd put like maybe like 30K on them, and then they would be ready to fly.
And I weighed all my shoes, my running shoes.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. What did those NOBULLs weigh that you had on the other day?
so they were 290 grams.
Yeah,
The tiers were 300,
yeah.
and these were 215.
Wow. Okay.
So like almost 50%
Yeah.
lighter.
Every inch counts, chat. Playing golf.
A little leisure time.
Yeah, relaxing with friends, you know. Had a big track session this morning in the gym later for some skill work and some strength work, and relaxing. Madison's at Auntie Josie's and Uncle Tyler's playing with them, and she's gonna spend the night, so it's date night.
Work hard, play hard, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to do less of that. Well, at least in the way that I used to, you know, because I still got to get up tomorrow and get some fitness in, so got to behave. The pirouette handstand walks didn't go quite as smooth as the other day on video,
Won't post those.
but you know, you have some good days and some bad days.
Yeah.
And we were working on some strict bar muscle ups today, so
Oh, cool.
I don't want to tell you how great those are. Not quite like Eddie the Kid on those.
Do you find are you able to block out training sessions when you're enjoying life, or you feel like you think about it a lot?
Well, coach just sent me tomorrow's workout, and I'm liking some of it. Some nice bench press, some pull-ups. And then I'm looking at the metcon he's got. Some heavy squat snatches at 225, 24 ring muscle ups, 8, 16, 2K of running, and then another 10 squat cleans at 225. So I don't know if he forgot to scale it back for the Masters athlete or not, but I'm a little worried about that one. And then that's not it. There's still the skill interval after with 8-inch deficit parallel handstand push-ups and double under crosses. Well, I always tell Michelle that I always give myself the opportunity to scale back mammoth workouts that he sends me, because those are actually just for, like, you know, the big dogs like Jack and Emma. Then when I was asking Jack today what he did yesterday, I realized that I'm just scaling the scaled, because he already, Michelle told me I was scaling the scaled, but I didn't believe it. So it's a fact. Jack was doing 3 of the legless seated rope climbs, and I was doing 2, and that was enough for me. So he confirmed I'm scaling the scaled.
How do you like this new training on a weekend?
I don't know, like, yeah, I gotta get used to it, because yeah, that's true. Like, I've been doing bike run workouts on the weekend for the last, you know, bunch of years, and you kind of like ramp up. I guess just going to the gym on a Sunday morning to grind it out for 2 or 3 hours solo. I need some homies there with me. throwing down. Might have to scale a few things, but could get some test dummies. Yeah, like I think endurance gave me the awareness around like how many hours you can train. I never really bought into it when I was training like Olympic lifting, CrossFit, whatever you want to call it. I thought like an hour to an hour and a half a day was really all I could handle. And then in endurance, because you're training, you know, 2 or 3 hours in the pool, 5 or 6 hours on the bike, 3 or 4 hours on the run. So then now that I'm taking that philosophy back into the gym, it gives me, I think that's why I've done so well in the online qualifiers, because the volume is so much higher that I'm just able to have the capacity to do more. So yeah, like huge respect for the pros who, and I do realize that like they do put in that many hours, and like everything has a purpose. It's not like I'm doing stuff that I think is like not purposeful. All the accessory work, all the strength work, all the skill work, all the metcons, like you need to do it right, you need that much time. So I just, it's a lot, and I think if you don't recover then properly, like if you try to smash the training and then not dial in the recovery, then you're not going to be able to repeat it day over day or week over week. So working on that for the next month. No, I've been doing this volume now probably since like March, so I'm getting more accustomed to it, but it's still a lot. I'll be taking my time off after the games for sure.
Okay. We've got it on
Got it on video.
Yeah.
8 months ago, I finished Ironman World Championships, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna start getting into some strength training and see where it goes, and then I was supposed to get a bit of a break, but now 8 months later, I'm 1 month out from the games, so. The New Year goal was to get to the games, and it happened. Got my lifting buddy CC here to help me.
Oh, that's closed in.
Hey?
That's closed in. Okay.
No, but
She doesn't go
she
up.
just roams around out there. 800 meter run, 10 squat snatches at 155, 12 ring muscle ups, 400 meter run, 12 more ring muscle ups, 10 squat cleans, 225, and then 800 meter run to finish. Boom. Yeah, we made that mistake yesterday. We read it wrong, so got my 155. I'm happy with that. Come on. The door. Yeah, baby. It's a longer run than expected. Well, the test was, the tier shoes, were they gonna be good for like a run like that distance? And they're good. I didn't mind them at all. And then the other test was the back-to-back ring muscle ups. It was essentially like 24 in a row with a 2-minute run in between back-to-back rings. And so I played it conservative on the first round. And quite frankly, probably should have did that on the second round too, because then I was out of breath for the squat cleans, and then girl, CJ, best runner. She doesn't really like to run at a moderate pace. She's either a sprinter or a walker, so that wasn't really her sweet spot. So I was dragging her along with the newly invented bungee. That was tough.
Yeah,
Lungs, heart rate got jacked on the lifts.
Yeah.
And then the legs were just getting smoked on the squat cleans and squat snatches. But yeah, mainly the heart rate, just trying to find that like perfect threshold. I think I found it.
What was your run like? What was the run pace like?
Actually, the first 800 was just under 4 minutes and the second 800 was just over. So I wasn't mad about that. I mean, I think game time, I could probably go to the pain cave on the second one and dig deep, but I was not pushing hard. So good little metcon. Give it a try, 16.5 minutes. Scale as needed. Parallel handstand push-ups and crisscross double unders. Tomorrow's rest day, yeah, so that'll be nice. Gonna go for a swim. Supposed to get a swim in today in addition to all this, but I'll just go do that tomorrow, a little easier. And masters mods. The crisscross double unders, I can do them, but I can't string them together yet, so maybe I'll try to string a couple together. More sleds, more weights. Canada Day workout, we're doing the Deca Fit challenge. Sleds, running, rowing.
You jumping in?
I ain't jumping.
How's the
in.
body feeling?
Coaching.
Good.
Monday's their rest day. I'm gonna go swim today.
Oh, nice.
Maybe. We'll see if that fits in the schedule. We're gonna go 4 on each. 4. Some of the ladies. We can have another tower of box.
Something in my life. What do you got going on here, Michelle? Building a roster of names.
Yeah. We're a shotgun start today.
I like it.
Here's how it works. We all are going to start outside again, and we're all going to take a little jog back to the same spot we went to. The ladies' room, the boys was too short. My thought is, if you're not quite ready for 5K, end of the roll is perfect, okay, and back. Or if you think you're maybe a little bit slower on the running, end of the roll is perfect. If you're ready for the 5K, 500-meter row. Back out for the run. Back in, box jump or step overs, both are good. So you can just kind of like power step it, touch, or you can jump. Well, training has been crazy and tough, but can't believe the unbelievable support from the LP community and everyone around me, from people helping with meals and preparation and training. It's been so awesome. Training is super tough right now, and without that support, wouldn't be able to do it. Team ADJ, all the way. Thanks for all your support, appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in for episode 1, and don't worry, episode 2 is dropping soon too.